All right, today we're going to be learning a number of knots. We're starting today with the Clinch Knot. Clinch Knot, also known as the Fisherman's Knot. You start by lining your line through the eyelet of the hook, and then you're going to start wrapping the tag end around the main length of your line. You're going to want to do about 5 to 6 curves. Then you're gonna go ahead and pass it in through that same little hook, that twist that you made, and then you double right through. And you pull. And there you go, you have a picture-perfect clinch knot. Uni Knot, also known as the Duncan knot. This is a very versatile knot. If this is the only knot you know, you're kind of okay. It's going to start off the same way as the clinch knot. You pass it through the eyelet, but then you make this little S shape here where it's folded over, and then you take the tag end and you cross it over both of the other lines in the S, and then just like the clinch, you're going to start wrapping around, but this time inside the loop. Once you've got no more space, you yank it, and it creates this spiraling effect. And this actually lets you go ahead and slide the knot to create a loop about as big as you want, really. And when you're done, when you feel like you have a good length, you pull on the tag end to tighten it. And that is your Duncan knot, also known as the Uni. The Arbor Knot is a very special knot. It's used for tying your line to your reel. So you start off by wrapping your line around the reel. And you pass the tag end underneath the main line, right back over, and then you just sort of tuck into that same little loop you just created to make sort of this pretzel shape. You pull that tight, and then you twist it again, and again, just like before, you make another little pretzel and you pull. And the idea is that the knots slide up against each other on the reel and keep it from moving around. And that way you can adjust the tightness if you need to, but it'll never come undone. And there you have it. Perfection loop is used to create a loop anywhere in your line. Basically, you start by making one loop, passing underneath the main line, and again, a second loop where you pass underneath again. You're gonna wanna put those two apart so you can see the crossover. Now you take that tag end, you go underneath the first part of the loop, over the middle part, and then underneath the third. At this point, you take that top loop that you've now separated with your line and you pass it in through the bottom loop, and then you pull tight on the loop and on your two ends. And there you have a nice even loop that will not come undone. The Albright Knot is used to attach 2 lengths of line of different thicknesses. You start off by doubling up your thicker line, represented by the orange one here. You pass your thinner line through the loop. From there, you go ahead and you twist around both the main and the tag end of your thicker line with the thinner one, essentially cutting off that loop. Now, unlike the clinch or the Duncan, you're going to want to do this a lot more times, about 10 times. So you get those 10 loops in, and then you take that thinner line and you pass it through next to itself, making sure not to cross your own line. From there, instead of pulling tight like you would with most other knots, you actually take your loops and you push to tighten it. And there you have a knot that was not going to bud, not going to slide, and most importantly, will not fray.